I'm really bad at this kind of thing. You know, I've been sort of bad at the whole social media thing my entire life. Um, I'm finally live. I don't know what to do because this is supposed to be Q&A. Um, should I just repeat Q&A until more people start joining? Q&A, 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 Q&A. I don't know. I keep saying a lot. I really need to stop that. It's gonna make my writing bad, supposedly. I'm bad. I'm so tired. Ugh. Bed. Very comfy. Q&A, 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 Q&A. Oh, lame. Can I not message on my own Q&A? You know, ask me anything. I'll answer practically anything. It's just an overall Q&A. I haven't been active very much the last couple weeks. I mean, my calendar isn't even up to date. I'm still in May, apparently. Let's change that really quick. So yeah, no, ask me anything. I'll answer anything. My camera angle is really bad right now because I need to change my calendar. Okay. There. So yeah, no. Oh my goodness, this thing. There we go, that's a bit better. So yeah, no, ask me literally anything. Should I just play with this stuff? Yeah, I'll just play with this stuff. Why did that make my tree look so cool? What the heck? Okay, literally. My tree will always look cool. Okay, except for right now. It does not look cool right now. What happens to random people when they get bored out of their... Let's see, what have I done the last few weeks I didn't mention in my shorts? Can't remember what I mentioned in my shorts, actually. Made the final down payment on my self-publishing school, so I'm officially into that. Have been as of the 31st. I had my first coaching call last Thursday, so June 1st. And she tried to change my entire book. Yeah, let's just go with that. Basically telling me that my main character should be completely different, and to follow this weird other plot line that she pulled and created out of her freaking butt, which I'm the pantser in that because she is quite obviously a plotter. For those of you guys who don't know, pantsers are people who make things up as they go. They just have the end goal in mind, and they have the beginning idea. They have no idea what the middle holds. So that's me. Apparently, Stephen King is a lot like that. Or Stephen, not Stephen, Stephen. I don't know words anymore, guys. I can't speak. I can only write. It's a problem. Why am I moving my... Okay. We're just gonna stop moving my hands. Yeah. I don't... Red Robin has been a bit mean lately. For those of y'all who don't know, I have started working at Red Robin on top of nannying because my parents said it was time for me to get a real job. Whatever that means. They just want me to stop hanging out with little kids. Even though the little kids are so much easier than a bunch of mean old people. Which is all I work with because I only work weekends at Red Robin. But yeah, no, they've been a bit mean to me lately, making me close practically every Saturday now. Which, it's nice to close because you know for sure you'll have those hours. But it also means that everyone else leaves like an hour to 2 hours before you do. Which means for 2 hours, I am alone with no one to talk to. Because when we're starting to close, or when I'm starting to close, because I leave an hour before the restaurant actually closes. When we close, as we're approaching that time at least, less and less people start to come in. So it's like I have no one to talk to. I don't have guests. I don't have whoever's working to go because they could care less about me. Managers stop coming up to the front. So Red Robin has been slightly mean lately because of that. I don't know. I love it there though. It's great. Everyone there is really nice. Otherwise, I don't know. I like folding the kids' menus. It's really fun. Um, that's Red Robin. Self-publishing school. It's literally all videos, at least like the actual coursework. So I've flown through those really quickly. Even those longer ones, which are 24 minutes, because I put them on and then I sit down and just write while listening to it. Or I just listen to it while I'm not my room, cleaning at nannying while the kid's sleeping or something. And then I actually have a deadline that I have to follow because my coach said it. Yeah, the same coach who's telling me to change my entire story. I have to be up to 90% to 100% completed with my book by July 28th. And I've decided to start rewriting the entire thing after already deciding to rewrite the entire thing. So I'm rewriting what I already rewrote. And yeah, that's slightly annoying, but I'm doing it because I like to be a pain in the ass. And procrastinate. What else has been happening? I've graduated. You guys already know that though. On top of graduation though, my diploma is finally being shipped, which means fairly soon. And I say fairly soon, I mean diplomas are being shipped out tomorrow. And assuming they use the postal system, the right postal system, I guess. I don't know. It's my mom's ramblings. Then I will have my diploma by Saturday, and if not Saturday, then Monday because the postal system doesn't work Sundays. Because we live in a very Mormon community, and a bunch of other things. But I like to blame the very Mormon community we live in. Speaking of Mormons, I think I've managed to scare away the Mormons that I accidentally let into my life. I've just stopped answering their messages. I've started ignoring them when they answer the door, when they come to my house. So I think I finally escaped being Mormon, which is good because I'm not religious at all whatsoever. Anyways, so what else is there? My parents, I mean, it was something very like insignificant. It was over a root beer float, but I'm taking it very much to heart. So I'm taking it very much to heart because, I mean, I selective hearing. But I asked them if I could have a root beer float because before I always had to ask them if I could have dessert. They're like, I'm sorry, I thought you were almost an adult, Ellie. I'm like, why, yes. Yes, I am. So I'm not just going to tell you when I'm doing things. I'm not going to ask permission. I'm just going to tell you. That's going to get me in so much trouble if my parents see this. Ah, fuck it, I'm almost an adult. So you know, they called me an adult, which I guess means something. I don't know. I don't know. I made that. Can't remember who I showed that to or why. That wall has been completely cleared except for the tree because I can't clear the tree. It's sort of painted on there. And that wall has been completely cleared for plotting stuff, but as we've already mentioned, I'm a pantser, so I no longer need that wall. That wall I cleared for when I thought I was going to be forced to create a plot outline, but now I don't need to. Ah, that's where I posted it, yeah. I knew I posted it somewhere. I've been on Instagram a lot more lately, so I think it's simply because it's so much easier to get that content out there so quickly rather than, I mean, it's the same here actually. But people on Instagram actually see that, or I can at least see that they're seeing it. So I've been preferring I preferred Instagram more lately than anything else. This is a really lame Q&A. Oh, Ike. He broke his finger. Tip. He was playing with our like 8-pound weights and he was smashing them together like children do. Let's be honest, I did it. You guys probably did it. Everyone else in my family has definitely done it. But he was doing it and his finger like slipped in between and then he smashed the weight into it. And if you guys don't know, he had an accident. I don't know what it would qualify as. Yeah, I guess it would qualify as an accident. He was hit and run over by one of those little like kiddie train things when he was like 2. So he has a scar on his right arm. And when he went in to urgent care, the doctor asked what had happened to his arm. She asked if it was like a burn or something. My dad, like completely serious. So like, he fought with the train and he won. And it's like, yeah, he did. He literally fought a train and he fucking won. He's obviously alive. So it's like, she didn't think it was funny whatsoever. She's just like, I'm gonna need to hear more about that. So he completely shattered. They got their X-rays and everything, and then she comes back and she's all like, his fingertip is shattered, and he starts freaking out because he just heard that his bone was shattered. He was perfectly fine before that, and then, but then the X-ray tech came in and he's all like, yeah, he just has a small fracture on his finger. I think you guys should head down to the emergency room where they can deal with it better there. And it's, that urgent care likes wasting their time. Like, seriously, it's like every time we go there for some sort of emergency, they're like, yeah, no, you should go here instead. How do they make money if they're always shoving them away? But yeah, that's that stupid thing. Yes, Echo, it would be great if you ask questions because I'm just rambling about everything that's happened in my life. And it's not even my life anymore. I'm talking about Ike's life. Um, let's see, what else is there? Zoe is in Kentucky. She's not in Tennessee. She's in Kentucky. She flew into Tennessee. She's in Kentucky for another like 7 days, I think. I don't know what day is it. But yeah, no, she'll be back at some point. So she left the 1st and she's been gone since then. I think she gets back the 12th or the 14th. One or the other. Who knows? But she's not here right now, but she'll be back before the end of the month. She'll be back halfway through the month. She'll be back at some point. I don't know. So who knows what the frick she's doing there, because we haven't heard from her since she arrived. Quincy I made the mistake of actually showing her Sleeping Beauty. She's become obsessed. And when I say obsessed, I mean she's watched it 3 times today. And was trying to get me to watch it with her. And it's 8 o'clock. So it's like, I'm gonna go to bed. / I'm leaving. Yeah. So I can hear her out in the hall. So, yeah. She's just out there, probably making a giant mess for me to clean up tomorrow morning. But whenever I see her, she asks me to sing Sleeping Beauty, which is just the beginning of Once Upon a Dream, over and over and over and over and over again. Oh, I guess speaking of singing, I did have singing this morning. I went to a memory assisted living facility, or a memory assistant living facility, and we were supposed to sing a bunch of church songs, which, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not religious, but my grandfather is, so I did it for him and only him. But I went and we were supposed to sing a bunch of songs. We still sang them, but nobody showed up, and apparently it's because the person who was supposed to bring the people in was giving a tour to another possible couple that was just touring different areas. So she told someone else to bring them in, but they didn't bring them in. So we were just singing to an empty room for an hour. And we went through with the entire thing. We did our opening songs. My grandfather gave the message. We did some more songs. We did 3 different prayers. And then I did my song. Because whenever I go, I have my own solo because I'm the only teenager in the group because everyone else is 55 plus. And then we didn't do closing songs because there was nobody to close to. And we just all went our separate ways. They did say that the nice thing about it is next time they go in, they don't have to find any new songs because nobody showed up to hear the songs that we did today. So that was today. Oh, that thing! Haha. My low tire pressure light came on my way back from that. So Ike and we stopped at Discount Tire because, don't really want to drive around with a low tire pressure light. And we get our air checked, and it's all like, yeah, no, that back tire is real. It's probably causing a problem. You go in and tell them that Zach already did your inspection and that you just need to get checked in and blah blah blah, and we'll get that that tire checked out and stuff. Like, okay. I go in, I tell them, they're like, yeah, that'll be done by 3. It's noon. So Ike and I were like, okay, that's fine. We need to go eat lunch anyways because he needs to take his medicine for his finger or whatever. So we go to the Del Taco that's next door, and we eat, and then we still have 2.5 hours to kill. So we walk across the street to the mall and get Dairy Queen. We finish that, and we see this cotton candy machine, so we decide to get Quincy cotton candy. We get her cotton candy, we go downstairs, and we just sit outside next to the theater, and we eat whatever was left of our ice cream while watching Matilda. And then we decide to call my dad to update him on the situation. My dad's all like, rambling a bunch of different stuff about stuff, I don't know, big fancy technical card terms. And Ike's all like, Dad, can you come pick us up? And Father just said, let me call the place and check in on the car. Doesn't answer Ike. So I'm like, hey Ike, do you want cotton candy too? Yeah. So we go inside to get his cotton candy. He picks his out, and then all of a sudden Quincy's just falls off the stick. So he eats the stuff he eats the cotton candy that fell off the stick, and we decide to give Quincy the one that Ike picked out. And yeah, that was. And then apparently my dad told my mom, and my mom decided to pick us up. So we got home, and then like 10 minutes later, they're like, hey, your car's ready for pickup. It was like 2:40 at that point, so my dad takes me back out there on his way to the gym. And my feet had hurt a lot because walking from the restaurant that we ate at to the mall was a bit of a far walk, especially since I was wearing heels. So my feet were dead. So I just put on black socks, like really black socks, and then just went like that because there was no way I was putting my shoes back on for that. So then we get the car and we come back, and we had Cafe Rio for dinner. And that's the entire life story of today. I'm also slowly falling backwards. Ow. I've literally talked about nothing for the last 23 minutes. I must be so good at procrastinating. That's practically what the entirety of this live is, just procrastinating writing. My siblings are so loud. But one thing I did notice, I have a bunch of these flowers from graduation. Those are the only ones that haven't started to wilt yet. How? I mean, I love them. They're really pretty. But those are the only ones that haven't started to wilt. What am I changing? I'm just updating based off of what the self-publishing school has taught me. So just updating wording, making sure it's all in the same tense and all in the same point of view. Because, you know, there's first person, third person, second person, which I was told I'm not allowed to do until I have at least 15 or 10 books written, which I technically already do, but I just don't have like any actual books published. But I was told not to write in second person until I've had 10 books out, and then I can experiment with a bunch of different things. Like, apparently there's this one book that has no commas and no quotation marks whatsoever throughout the entire book. I'm not allowed to mess with grammar like that until I have at least 10 books published too. But it's fine. I'm too much of a weirdo to purposely put grammatical errors into my book. But I'm also only allowed one exclamation point every 10,000 words. And I'm not allowed to italicize everything, Which makes that weird. Which makes chapter 3, the dream sequence, a bit hard considering it's supposed to be all in his brain. No. What do you mean, all of those on the last page? I don't. Oh, but the funny thing is, with that, I'm nearly done with module 2 now. Oh, all the missing punctuation. I don't have any missing punctuation, but the book I'm talking about was like Country Man or something like that. And apparently by page 10, readers are just accustomed to it. And so like you can easily point out any of his books, because every single one of his books, he just does not use proper grammar. And I think it's so funny because there's no way I would ever allow myself to do that, because I freak out when my friends use grammar or I don't know how to word anymore, have grammatical errors. I freak out when I send a text with grammatical errors. I go through and I edit that text. So, realizing that the only person in this life is the one person I do this to, so, because I don't text anyone else. Why did I do that? My hair looks stupid now. I'm so tired. I'm tired, but I don't want to go to bed because I need to clean my room. I don't want to clean my room. I also need to clean my car. Yeah, that's a really long name. A pickle for the knowing ones, or plain truth in a homespun dress. I haven't heard of that book. Questions. I keep getting caught up just explaining random things that have happened to me. Like, questions at all. We'll answer anything. Well, not anything. There is a limit. Don't know what that limit is. We'll just have to figure it out as we go. But yeah, no. Questions. I love dead silence. The only thing I hear is like messing with the washer. I don't know what to do. How many modules are there for school? I think there's 8. Let's double check. There's 8 or 10. Or maybe module 8 has 10 lessons. I don't know. I lied. There's 7, and then there's just an 8th section of just notes. Oh my god, why do I keep doing it to my hair? Never have I ever. Getting random notifications now. Yes, Watson?
I thought you said you were going to play Minecraft at some point.
I will in a second. I need to finish this really quick.
Okay.
No, I don't want to start that lesson right now. No.
Download audio file.
The road not taken. Robert Frost. 2 roads diverged.
Okay, can we mute? Thank you. that wasn't awkward. Yeah, see, so basically what I'm doing, with this rewrite here is new writing, piece of the old writing, and then once I finish rewriting this, I'm going to delete this and come back over here and grab another portion to bring over here. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Bring over here. Yeah, Eka, that was from your project. It was just pulled up still, apparently. What are we doing here? I don't know what to do. I should just end this, shouldn't I? Where should I under my blanket? Yeah, I haven't used Apple Music on my laptop since then. So, cuddle. This is a Panda's butt. I don't care. We're gonna lay on Panda's butt. Or this is technically Orca. This is Orca. He's my pillow most nights. I do have an actual pillow back there. I just don't like using it. Wait, what? Leave you alone? What? I'm so confused. Oh, wait. It's talking about ending the life, right? We'll see each other tomorrow. It's fine. Ah, oh my god. That laptop snuck up under the blanket and hit my leg. That's so cool. Okay, seriously, who the frick is leaving? I stay here. Yeah, I should probably clean my room before you come over, actually. Ugh. You have that. That. You finally got a new picture for me, so I get to keep the old one. Ugh. Today was too eventful. I'm gonna pass out. I feel like I missed something. I feel like I missed a lot of things, actually. I'm just gonna stay cuddled up to this Panda's butt until I get questions because I'm exhausted and I don't like sitting anymore. I did? Why do I not remember asking that? Okay, questions. I will answer any questions. My back is dead. Questions. I don't care the question. I will probably answer it or I will refuse to answer it. Do I have a plan for after publishing school? Publish books. I don't know. I'm not really the coaching type, but if I was, I would probably try and sign up for coaching there because they still get they're still publishing books there, but they're also teaching others how to publish. Oh, that's what you meant by who let. Oh, okay. My brain caught up with me. Any other questions? Questions. I'll answer questions. My Minecraft. I keep forgetting about that, and then I just came in and reminded. Pretty good, I guess. I'm working on a school building right now. It's a really crappy school building because I don't know how to actually build shit. Crap. So so it's a really crappy building, but it's gonna be school. It's totally a school. And with the newest cherry blossom update, I've been obsessed with planting those. So there's probably no room for anything else if I continue going. Let's see. Any other questions? They are. Cherry blossoms are beautiful. Ow. Questions. Like I said, I will answer practically anything. Go personal. See how far I'll go. But seriously though, I'm literally procrastinating, so help me procrastinate, guys. Gotta give me more questions. It's just the nice thing to do. My Instagram, it's EGB, all lowercase. Everything is lowercase. So EGB _ everyday. Just like that. Boom. So, you know, where's my whiteboard? I'll just write it. This is why I have whiteboards. You know, to be writing my Instagram handle. I need to unblock my ladder. I'm gonna die. Okay. Maybe. Oh, there we go. That is nowhere near enough room. I don't have room on my whiteboard for this. Okay. EGB _ every day. Okay. EGB every day. Huzzah. Ow, my foot. Ow. Now I know why I was in bed. And we transition into the closet where we see an even bigger mess for me to clean up tonight to avoid sleeping and writing. Because I don't know how to do either. Oh, wow. Echo, that is so rude. That is so rude, Echo. My love life is non-existent, per usual, because I haven't actually been with anyone since my ex in freshman year, and now I'm a high school graduate, so. This is from Sunday. Leave me alone, okay? It's my Red Robin lemonade. I will only drink lemonade from Red Robin. Now you're just being mean to me. Now, Echo, that's so mean. Someone else ask a question, please. Echo's being too mean. Oh. There are wilting flowers in the pink ones. Okay, they're finally starting to wilt. I'm actually checking it now. I'm checking them all. I mean, it could have nothing to do with how nasty the water is in the other two compared to that. Totally nothing at all. Okay. Anyone besides Echo want to dive into my personal life? Just ask questions. Tips for being seen. Simple. Just become friends with someone like 3 years younger than you, and then just hang out with them constantly, and that practically scares everyone away. That, and when they hear that they hear you talking about your kids, because I refer to the kids that I nanny as mine, because most of the kids that I nanny I've been nannying for years, so I've watched them grow up. So I refer to them as mine, and they just get freaked out and just start referring to kids as yours, and boom, single for life. That got way too creepy, way too fast. Any other questions? Preferably from anyone besides Echo. Because Echo's being really mean. I can't believe you've made me do this, Echo. Actually, I'm glad you made me do this because this is really good. But I can't believe you made me do this. We should start a marriage pack. Did you forget the part where I mentioned that you were 3 years younger than me, or? Yeah, the frosting. This frosting is really good. Questions. I started this live to answer questions, not have you guys just watch me eat frosting. Hopefully by the time you're 18, I've actually found someone to date again. Because if not, that'd be quite sad. Now I'm realizing how lonely I am, guys. I'm hanging out with a 14-year-old on a practically weekly basis. I need to figure out who my Howard Silverton is. Holy crap. In case y'all wanted to know, Howard Silverton is Becky's, my main character's, who is me, husband of, like, yeah, exactly. If I haven't found someone in another 4 years, that's quite sad. Right? Other person who's... Right, guys? Anyone? You guys up there? Nope, no answer. I guess I'll just. I really wish I had a spoon. This is quite dirty. But I'm too lazy. Actually, come with me as we search for the spoon. I found a pedal. That's not what I need. Ow. My everything hurts. I swear that I had spoons in here. This is quite upsetting. Not because I'm in pain. Okay, it's mainly because I'm in pain. But I cannot walk on the ball of my left foot right now, so. Where did I put the frosting? There it is. It needs to come with us because we're going back to bed. Because it hurts to stand. My rollerblades keep trying to kill me. Ugh. Ugh. Questions. I will literally answer anything. I didn't think this through. Where am I gonna put my phone? Okay. I figured it out, guys. Don't worry. My mic might be completely covered now, but questions? I will most likely have an answer, depending on the question. Anything and where? Frosting? I think I do. I'm eating frosting. How about tips for going into high school? Run. I'm joking, guys. High school is not as scary as at least I thought it was going to be. And my high school, my first year of high school was interrupted by COVID. So that was probably the scariest part of going into high school. Just having it completely ripped away and having gone from something that I was completely used to something completely foreign to me, because I have never done online schooling like that before. But it is not that bad, guys. Don't worry. Besides the whole COVID thing, I actually quite enjoyed that first year of high school more than any of my other years. And I don't know, it was just that new experience. At that point, I loved school. It was my all-time favorite thing. And then COVID happened, and I wasn't going to school every day. I wasn't interacting with my teachers. And I started to not enjoy it anymore. But yeah, no, making sure you ask for help when you need it. Not just from peers, but from friends, families, teachers. In my instance, I had my LSE who I could go to if I needed help. And she was great. She helped me through thick and thin, especially this last year. I had a really crappy English professor and I was on the phone with her in the car for like 30 minutes as she just talked me down and helped me calm down and figure out a new game plan. So that was eventful, but it was great because I was able to do what I wanted to do in the time where I wasn't doing school. So I personally would recommend online schooling just because of that. I made so much money off of that. I'm just not even going to sugarcoat it. I made so much money because at that point I was a babysitter, and practically everyone else I knew that was babysitting had gone back to in-person schooling when we were able to. So all the jobs that they weren't able to accept, I accepted, and I made bank. And when I say I made bank, I mean I made $15,000 in 1 year. Like, which doesn't seem like a lot considering, the economy now. But for little 15-year-old me, that was a lot of money. So, I want more frosting now. Look what you created, a Monster Echo. Yeah, no. Just remember to do what's best for you. High school is scary. There are parts of it where, especially going into a new school, at least like I did, I went to a brand new school. The school that I went to was freshly built. But it also meant that all the people who lived in my area that I knew and that I was friends with from the kids who had gone to school in that area, I knew I would know going into high school there. But there were so many kids there who didn't know anyone, who had that complete fresh start that everyone's always so scared of. I mean, that's why they say half the time your middle school friends don't end up being your high school friends too. I was lucky enough that my middle school friends ended up becoming my high school friends because we only knew each other. So realizing I've been talking with my hands with frosting on this finger. But that online schooling, it definitely, at least for me, the approach I took to it, I didn't meet anyone new because of it, except for at graduation. Literally the only new people I met my entirety there was at graduation. Because I didn't go to my lives. I didn't participate in any clubs. I didn't participate in anything. I would join Discords as they were brought up in discussions and stuff, but I never participated in them. I just went through, read messages. I never attempted to create those friendships, and I feel like that's why my parents really pushed me to get that real job at Red Robin. And I'm so glad that they did because I've made great friends there. So just, that's another thing. Whether or not you are in person or digital, have that outside source where you can go to. If you're freshmen, then maybe try joining a local club type thing, like a local book club in the area or something. If you're older and are able to drive and get jobs and stuff, then get a job. That is experience that I wasn't able to get in my early years because I was scared to, that I regret not doing earlier now, because it's great. I love working there. I love the people. But as soon as it actually rolls around, I'm like, yeah, I don't like this. I'd like to go home. But that's just because I don't like doing the work as soon as it's there in front of me. I will literally do all of my Red Robin work when I'm at home. I will do, or I'm nannying. But as soon as I'm at Red Robin, I am trying to do all the stuff that I'm supposed to do at nannying at work. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird, and it could be that, but having that other social life that you can delve into to meet people outside of your peer circle is great. I mean, me and two other people, we're the only three minors there, and I rarely see those two. I think it's because they work during the week. I don't know. But I rarely see them. So I've made friends with the older staff members, and they're great. They've given me more tips on life experiences than my parents have. And that could just be because I'm not ever out of my room anymore. It could be my fault. I'm starting to realize it probably is my fault. But it's great. Any other questions? Because I've been rambling on about high school for ages, and my high school experience was weird and funky. I mean, I had a boyfriend practically throughout my entire freshman year, and we broke up 2 months into my sophomore year, so. This dressing's good. How have we gotten back to my love life? My love life was so lame. I mean, why do you think I create so many characters? That is my love life. My characters. I live through them. That's probably a problem. Don't tell my therapist, please. Ow. I totally didn't just hurt myself. Question. Questions, I'll have answers, most likely. At least I hope I'll have answers. Am I wording right? I can't tell anymore. I'm too weak to open the frosting now. What the heck? Huzzah. Okay, really deep questions. The meaning to life is frosting. We become sprinkles after we die. And, I'm going to say I plead the fifth on that last question because I'm going to piss people off. No matter what I say. I have weird songs stuck in my head. Ignore me as I dance weirdly. I'm gonna stop dancing weirdly now that I've mentioned it, but... Small Town Anthem, I believe. Oh no, it's What's Your Country Song, Thomas Rhett. Questions. Please don't ask me to sing it. I don't actually know the song. I just have the thingy stuck in my... I have the melody stuck in my head, so I'm just like... Oh, bye. Everybody's got a story to tell. Everybody's going through a little hell. I remember the lyrics, huh? Me realizing, Echo, I've only been talking to you this entire time. Why haven't we... Yes, I'm showing frosting. You're also the only one in the live. Like, the entire time, you're the only one in the live. Yeah, we're just gonna... And I told Andres to do that. I'm actually terrified of what he's gonna say to me on Saturday. Actually, I told him to kill my feelings. Right next to my manager. So let's see how she reacted to that after I left. I mean, she said that I was amazing before I left, so... Your lipstick. I'm gonna be a child now. Yeah, not important enough to say on the live where anybody could join at any point, and Any other questions? Is that a sprinkle? Is there a sprinkle in my frosting? Yes, the answer is yes, there was a sprinkle in my frosting. This is the new thing, guys. It's not that I don't want to do it while I'm live. It's more, you can't put me on the spot like that with stuff like that. I need to stop throwing this around. What do you mean boring? It took like 3 hours to do an assignment. I need to get this song out of my head. Somebody tell me. Yeah, well, you're not gonna get one for me. Any other questions? I said that there was a limit, and that's the limit. Okay, seriously though, any other questions? They were like, dive into my personal life. See how far I'll answer. You did what? Oh, your assignment? Yeah, after 3 hours. I'm so confused. What? What did you do? I'm so confused. You did come up with a question I won't answer. Now give me another one. I guess so. I don't know what... Now you should give me questions that I can answer. I'll dive really into my personal life. Too easy, dude. Really good, though. You can tell I'm consuming too much sugar, though, because my stomach's starting to hurt. I should probably stop. We're gonna stop for a little bit, take a small little break. Namely, so I don't barf. At least I'm drinking water. I never drink water. Tonight, actually, I had Del Taco this morning, or this afternoon, and then I had Cafe Rio for dinner, so... I've had 2 real meals today. Before that, don't ask me, I don't remember. Okay, questions that aren't about my eating habits, preferably. Because you'll learn a lot of snacks. You mean you can't eat red meat? Or you just can't eat red? Because if so, I have some red back here for you. What else does red meat taste? What does red meat taste? I don't know. I've only been eating chicken lately. It tastes like animals. I guess, I don't know. Questions. I'm just gonna stare into the camera now. That hurt my eye. Not the strawberries! Okay, questions. Questions, comments, concerns? Any? All? Preferably big questions. Ask me a random question and see if it stumps me. Not you, Echo, because you're just gonna ask me questions about God again. Which suddenly that question also stumped me. I refuse to answer. Am I planning on doing another live anytime soon? Great question. You always have a lot of concerns. Probably. I'm probably gonna start doing more lives than shorts because what's my favorite breed of dog? I don't know dogs or cats. I don't know animals. I don't have pets. I don't care about animals. Well, I care about animals, I just don't care about animals. You know? You guys know? What counts as a soup? What are these questions? What counts as a soup to me? if I have to use a spoon to eat it, because for the most part, I use forks to eat everything, like pasta, macaroni. Pasta is macaroni is pasta. Like most of the time, I will use a fork to eat my rice. But it also has to have a liquid content in it to make it soupy. I don't know. What's the definition of soup? Define soup. A liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables in stock or water. Yeah. I eat cereal? I eat dry cereal. I eat it with my hand. Ice cream? If it's melted and there's chunks in it still somehow. He just came in my front door. I don't think it would include the ocean, but I guess it could if everything in there was being cooked at boiling point. I do eat life. It took me a second there. I do eat life with milk sometimes, but but I will only eat it if the life is still somewhat crunchy. If it's not somewhat crunchy, then it makes me feel sick. You know my door code? Or who was leaving it could have been someone leaving my house. Yeah, it was probably someone leaving my house. Nobody locked the front door. You're not in my house, are you, Echo? Oh, you're cooking the... I'm just... Orca? Jace? Jay? Jim? Jared? Anyone? Hey, could you go, Echo, you know? Thanks. You're the best. Love you. Yep, memorized it, like... You should totally put Alex's address in the group, not the group, in the chat. Totally. Because it totally wouldn't be so easy to find our houses from there. Or my house from there. I don't know what to say. Other questions. My back is dead. Ugh. And I'm tired again. You should put MADDIE's address into the... I'm joking, don't actually. I'm supposed to be providing back support, not stabbing my neck. You're not providing back support, Orca. You're a failure. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. You're... Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Fine. Lame. No, I haven't heard from them at all. Not since whatever you guys were talking about last in the group chat. Not Orca. Everybody's got smile. Okay, get this song out of my head. Now. I think I need to do a face mask. I'm so... Okay, we should go boyfriend shopping tomorrow. For me. Or they're in Greece, and they did ghost you last year, so that could be it. Why are you agreeing to boyfriend shopping for me? We tried this once. Okay, I'm so lonely, oh so lonely, la da 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 da. Did you guys like my song? It's such a beautiful song. Blech. Oh yeah, cause I can. Yeah, you picked out Mason, and that worked out so well. I mean, technically didn't pick him out. You just like sort of recognized me. There's a whole story behind it that I don't want to get into. But you're horrible at prices. You're not allowed to price anything ever again, Echo. I am not tired, you are. Okay, questions. I want to shower tonight, but I'm not allowed to because there is shit on my foot. Okay, questions. Anything. What's your new how's my new sleep schedule? It's non-existent. I mean, technically I'm supposed to be in bed in 41 minutes. Am I going to? No, because I'm in bed. Am I gonna be going to bed? No. Any other questions? Delve into my personal life and unmask everything. Because there's totally so much to unmask. Everybody's got a story. Get rid of this. Okay, I think at 85 minutes I'm gonna end this. So that's like 5 minutes. 5 more minutes because I'm losing my mind, if you're gonna tell. I've had quite a long day today. So any other questions for our last 5 minutes? Blech. Blech. Y'all are gonna come with me just in case I get unalive. That was not a good scream to hear. Ugh. Ugh. How am I doing mentally? Whoa. I'm not. What's with the screaming down here?
What up?
What did you do to Watson?
He got upset because I was shadow boxing him. Yeah. Alright. I'm just gonna fight, little bro. Do you want Instagram Live?
No, YouTube. What are you doing down there?
How much viewers do you have?
Huh?
How much viewers do you have?
2.
He touched me. He touched me.
He likes to fuck innocent people.
Uh-huh.
Zeke's bestie. Slash the person my parents have been telling him to stop hanging out with. Oh, fuck. My foot. Well, that was fun. I think my foot's swollen. Well, it's totally not cold in here. I totally haven't been underneath the blanket for a while. 2 minutes. That's a lid. Okay. You know what? Completely bully me for the next. To be fair, your parents told you to stop hanging. They didn't tell me to stop hanging out with you. They told me to start hanging out with people that's more my age. I can still hang out with you and Alex, but to also make someone my age in to the mix. And it's the whole Red Robin drop thing, you know. Yes, Watson? Come? Hello? No? No one? Okay. Ow. "20 seconds. All right. Remember that you guys are beautiful, smart, perfect, just way here. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I will see you guys in the next one. And I hope to see some of you guys there. I need to go deal with him. So, bye, y'all.